Biddy. Biddy, biddy, biddy. Biddy, 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 biddy. Donkey Kong Country Return Strategy Guide. Pretty cool. Welcome back, everybody, to some more Wolfenstein: The New Order. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. As always, I don't know where we left off at though. Well, we gotta get into it. I don't know where I left off at though. No weapons for that shit. Not sure I could do with that, but yeah. It's gonna be a stealth mission. It just magnetized toward the to the thing there. Is this open? No. That dude's gonna blow our cover, watch. They ain't hear nothing. The goal is to not alert the big robots. Who's that dude? Gotta get over there somehow. What is this? Dude, enough with the PSN getting lost. So sick and tired of this shit, man. It's getting old. Fix your fucking network, PlayStation. And I'm supposed to get a PS5. I'm supposed to get a PS5 when the fucking network don't even work half the time. Yeah. Sure. We'll go with that. Seems like he's on the ground floor. Maybe. And you know what? He's probably in that building. Probably over here. Shit. That was close. A little too close, but yeah. Surprisingly didn't alert the whole base. That's not doing anything. Why isn't it doing anything? Some more armor if I need any. Oh, there you are. Ow. Fucking ass. Stupid robot. Here they come.
Salad. Yummy, yummy.
Come get some.
Salad. Yummy, yummy.
Yo, look at this dude. Ba 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 ba.
Salad. Yummy, yummy. Motherfucker, that really hurt.
I do like how you could peek around the corners. That's good mechanics. That's good game mechanics right there. Ooh, what's this? Is this a sniper? Yo, please tell me it's a sniper rifle. Oh shit. Yo, it's game time now.
Motherfucker, you out of your goddamn mind?
I got a sniper. It's not really doing much, but fire in the hole. Gotta click that one, yes. Change that to the sniper. There we go. What are we doing? Why's that dude running in place over there? My guy, what are you doing? Fuck off. My guy, they just come out of nowhere. Who's shooting at? Bro, you're down. What are you talking about? I gotta get some armor.
What, you're not gonna talk about Andrew Tate?
I don't give a shit about Andrew Tate. I never did. So why would I now?
You're not gonna talk about it?
No. Bro's
Why not?
Bro's living.
Fucking bait that.
Dude's living in a power fantasy.
All I gotta say is, all I got to say is,
My dogs are hungry. Oh shit.
we are living in a world surrounded by demons, monsters, devil worshippers, cults, just about every single 7 deadly sin exists in physical form on the planet.
I can't climb up the fucking ladder.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All the 7 deadly sins, they exist in physical form on the planet.
Man, that was quick.
So,
Bro turned into confetti. Resistance is futile. Live how you... All I gotta say is this. Live your life not based on other people. Live your own life.
well, can I see the mic real quick? Unless you're using it.
Be your own person. Live your Don't live for other people. But yeah, you could.
Hold on. No, you keep it on for a second. I'll be right back.
You can help other people in the world, you know, if that's your choice. But don't live based on what others are doing. Be your own.
Actually, I'll be right back.
Be your own man or woman.
Alright. Let me see it. Borrow this real quick.
Don't go on a tangent.
No, I'm gonna make this real quick. I'll make this quick and pretty simple. Why is this warm? Also, these headphones are loose on a bald person. I don't know if you know that, but like, it's like really loose on my head now since I started shaving it again. I'll just make this simple and quick, and I'll make this pretty short and sweet. I never liked Andrew Tate. There were some things that he said that I somewhat agreed with. But then there was just some stupid. I gotta turn the fan on. It's fucking hot as shit in this state, I swear. But I always looked at him as like a guy with like too much money, can't keep his fucking mouth shut. He's running his big mouth. I'm fucking invincible. I drive Bugattis. You're a fucking incel. You're a beta. You're this. You're that. I'm world champion. You know, all this bullshit. Get 50 million bitches. Sign up for my courses. Blah 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 blah. Hustlers University. His whole fucking existence was based off of selling other people a scam so that he could just make more money for himself. It was a fucking Ponzi pyramid, like a fucking, like basically it was a make money for me. That's all it was. But it's funny how you know, he's like talking about, oh, I went to prison, blah, 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 fucking Matrix is attacking me, blah, 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 Matrix is attacking me. It's like, you live in a country where the government is corrupt. The court system is corrupt. That's why you lived in Romania. The minute you come to Florida, they're like, we want your ass out, or they're like, nah, bro, and they just fucking cuff your ass at the airport and lock your ass. So I'm not gonna relate with this guy. I'm not gonna feel sorry for this guy. This guy's always bragged. He's always dressed gaudy as fuck. Him and his brother, they're a bunch of fucking. They're wannabe mafia guys, and they're not even fucking Italian. The clothes they wear, it's like the fucking cars, the flashy shit. It's like very fucking gaudy shit. And it's like, I don't feel sorry for you sitting in life in prison because you got charged with all these different fucking things. That's not my fault. That's not my problem. Maybe you shouldn't have lived like a fast lifestyle. Maybe you shouldn't have done some fucking so much crazy shit to so many different people. Maybe you shouldn't have ran a scam of cam girls. Maybe you shouldn't have fucking pimped bitches out. Maybe you shouldn't have done this. Maybe you shouldn't have. It's not my fault. It's not my problem. I don't care. You know, I don't give a fuck. So, when you have money like that, I kept saying this, and there's videos on this channel in the past where I brought the topic up. Occasionally I'll bring it up. When you have that much money, shut your fucking mouth. Like, just shut up. Just shut up. Because the system is going to find a way to take you down. Like, especially when you got that much influence, when you got that much power, when you have that much, like this channel. If this channel ever blew up, it would probably be way after me and Mike are gone. Like, we'd probably be dead by then, like by that point, so it wouldn't fucking matter, because at the rate, like, I started this in what, high school?
26.
Junior year 2016. 10 years, a whole decade has gone by, and this channel still hasn't popped off. And I have no intention of letting it pop off because I like it being under the radar. The minute it gets popular, the minute more subscribers start coming in, then they start wanting to push their views. Then, well, why don't you talk about this? Why don't you play a game I want you to play? It's like, this is my channel. I created it because it's my, what do you call it?
Project.
No, it's not my project, but it's like my platform for my venting, my enjoyment. I don't get paid to do this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't get, YouTube doesn't pay me to have Mike record videos. Mike's not getting paid to do this right now. I'm not getting paid to talk right now. We do this for pure fun. We do this for just enjoyment. Like, it's just a side hustle on the side that we're like, yo, let's upload some content. Because I work a 9 to 5. I don't have time to fucking do this shit full time. And I even tried doing it full time when I was unemployed. And I was like, I upload 5 times a fucking, week. Basically every day a week. I stream occasionally. And I still wasn't getting anywhere. So I'm like, it doesn't really fucking matter. I tried the full-time shit. And I tried to shell stuff out and get content out and provide quality content. But it still didn't matter because it was like... what the fuck's the point? And that's when I realized, I'm done caring about this fucking platform media bullshit. Yo, it's Italy, holy shit, it's the boot. Well, I saw a video actually recently on my YouTube feed, what would have happened if Hitler would have won. All of Europe would have been fucking pretty much toast, so. But, the only reason he probably would have not have been able to take over America is because we had already established our own military, our own country had already built itself up as a fucking powerhouse. So when you think back, now I'm gonna fucking weave and jump from topic to topic here, but when you think back about the early America, how it built itself up so fast into this fucking powerhouse. It went from being there were no cities, no structures, no nothing. It was just Native Americans own the land, and then Americans come along, and then they just built it into this industrialized, militarized, just superpower. We were the ones that created the fucking atom bomb. We were the ones that created the whole Manhattan Project. It's just crazy. Nuclear weapons. It's nuts when you really think about history, and when you that's why I love history. But when you really think about that time in America, from the 30s to the 40s, the 50s, the supposed greatest era, or whatever you want to call it. I call it what would you call it? The greatest generation. That's when the greatest generation, great grandpa was in the Navy fighting on a battleship and shit, getting blown up and crap. So fighting in WW2. But even when you look at the aftermath of the war, after America dropped 2 bombs on Japan, what do? They go in Japan and rebuild the entire infrastructure. They completely, and now Japan's a superpower. Now Japan's one of the cleanest, most fucking well-built countries in the entire fucking, on the entire planet. The technology they have is insane, and it's just the aftermath. Even Germany. You look at Germany is probably one of the best well-off European countries out of all of them. It's doing better than Italy, it's doing better than Greece, it's doing better than, just about everybody else in Europe. It's doing better than Spain, it's doing better than the UK. Because the enemies of the state during WW2
I didn't know you could get this back.
Ended up becoming, we just went in, fucked shit up, and then we just rebuilt it to the point where we're it's ours now. Well, it's yours, but it's also we're helping you become what we became. Like, essentially, like, America went from being this nothing land to, and then it's like the greatest country in the world. Everybody wants to move here. And then, like, it was like after WW2, it was like, let's do that for Japan, let's do that for Germany. Now everybody wants to fucking go to Japan, or everybody wants to go to Germany because the economies are good over there, the fucking job market, the, you know, just the infrastructure, just the amount of technology and, like, transportation and, like, all this shit. It's interesting when you think about it. But anyways, back to the Andrew Tate shit. Yeah, I never cared for him. I never cared for all these fellow YouTubers of men trying to teach other men how to be men. I never cared for Alpha M. I never cared for, you know, all these guys that they want to sell you courses. Hey guys, go on this website, go on my website and buy my course. It's like fucking $100 for a bunch of fucking PowerPoints and shit. You know, here is a bunch of lesson plans on teaching you how to be a Giga Chad, how to be a fucking, you know, just a player, pimp, whatever, I don't know, just stupid shit. I never cared for any of these fucking fake-ass content guys that they just blow up, become famous off of just fucking yelling at nothing. Like, they're just yelling at fucking, you know, I'm being attacked, I'm a fucking target. Well, now you're really a target. Now you're gonna be somebody's bitch in prison, so. But, you know, it's like, I never really fucking cared. Like, I never cared about the manosphere. I never cared about the pill shit. I never gave a shit about blue pill, red pill, black pill, this pill. Fucking shut up with the pills. Take a fucking Midol. That's the only pill you need to take. But, like, fucking, like, I don't care. I don't give a shit because it's all bullshit at the end of the day. It's all fucking bullshit. I know what the game is. I've seen the game. People think that I don't know what the sex world's like. They think I don't know what the murky underworld's like. You have to understand something. I work in a field where I see it every day. Like, I unlock the third eye. I unlock the fucking secret code. I see shit that other people do not see. So this whole pill sphere bullshit, it just doesn't fucking fit with my... Like, I don't care. Because it's like... None of it's really fucking, like, the simp shit, it's just, you're just a male provider. And you're just with a chick that's not attracted to you. That's all that is. That's all the blue pill really is you're just really just a male provider at the end of the day, and you're getting fucking cheated on by some other guy on the down low, you know. That's it. So, I mean, it's like, the whole, and the black pill shit, black pill works. When I go out, and I'm out and about, majority of the Americans I see are either fat as shit, or they're the size of a fucking twink. Like, they're like literally a pencil. Like, you can snap them in half. And like, I'm walking around now, and like, people are like hype matter and this and that whole bullshit of like the 666 or whatever. You have to have a 6-inch cock, 6 figures. You gotta be over 6 foot.
That's the mark of the beast.
It is the mark of the beast, but we'll get to that in a different, you know, some other time. That's a story for another time, but that's the 7 deadly sins. But we'll get into that too. As they brainwash you, though, the YouTube, the content, the videos, all this shit is brainwashed. It's all fucking just...
Does it look familiar?
No.
Vault 101?
Oh, is that supposed to be a nod to Fallout?
Yeah.
Oh. Fuck if I know. You know what I mean? Like, who knows anymore?
But, what are you saying?
But all these videos, but the manosphere, all this bullshit, it's all 666. Like, it's all fucking, it's all devil-worshipping fucking, it's just supposed to derive you from the path that you're on. It's supposed to brainwash you. Even the social media bullshit, these e-thoughts, these fucking 304s, these hoes, these Instagram bitches. Go look at Miami. I told you the other night. Miami itself is just, it's not even, it isn't even what, like in the 80s it was like Coke, you know what I mean, it was like, you know, music, Coke, fucking Vice, all that shit, right? It was like a different thing, like, just a different, but like, GTA 6 is literally, you don't need a GTA 6 because Miami is already GTA. Like, Miami is a fucking living, breathing, real GTA server in itself. You got bitches with fucking BBLs and fucking plastic surgery out the Botox out the ass, where they got lips that look like, you know, Donald Duck, shit like that. You know, you got the thug culture, you got the fucking, the club nightlife bullshit, the fucking, you know, all these people live there. It's just like fucking crypto bros and fucking looks maxing and all this stupid bullshit. It's just like this fucked culture now. That's all it is. It's become like this gaudy, disgusting, fucked culture where you're just like, what is this shit? Why is it even a thing? Why does it exist? Like, someone like Clavicular, that guy is fucking looks maxing to the T and he's empty inside. Like, that dude's dead inside. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's like, there's nothing behind that. That, he's just literally just, his body, like, his body is like a fucking meat sack. That's all it is. There's no actual dude behind that fucking skin. Like, I'm pretty sure he's an alien. Like, at this point, anybody who acts any particular way, they're just an alien at this point. We're living with lizard people. It's just, you know, and I thought Zuckerberg was just an alien and shit, but nah, I'm pretty sure Elon's probably one. That's why he doesn't want to admit, like, they might be out there, because he might be one of them. You know, the whole, just like the whole Epstein shit and all that crap, and like now Tate may be another Epstein-esque person. Like, there's just a bunch of, like, I like how fucking Andrew Tate says it, pedophiles. Just say pedophile, bro. That's how it's said. You know, it's pedophiles. Well, you're one of them now, Tate. So, I mean, you know, it is what it is. But, it's just fucking, like, when they say, like, yeah, like, there may be, like, there's evil in the world, like, Satan fucking exists. Yeah, he does. There's a lot of it. Because when I look at the media, when I look at, like, a lot of, like, the shit with, and I'm not even on social media, I'm not even on the internet chronically, but when I look at, like, a lot of the shit that's on the internet, a lot of the shit that's on social media, a lot of the YouTube videos that's about all this, you know, depressing shit, like these different sectors of offshoot cultures, where it's not just frat cultures anymore. Now there's a looks maxing culture. It's not just incels on fucking Reddit anymore. Now you've got fucking, you know, it's just, you got people bone smashing their fucking faces with hammers and shit. And it's just like, I look at all this shit and I'm like, this is all the devil. This is all just this is all Satan shit. This is all Satanism. Cult-like mentality. Excuse me. It's all cult-like mentality. And it's like, yeah, you've got your rich elites, you've got your corrupt politicians, you've got your corrupt corporate fucking suits, and you've got your, you know, you got your rich fucks like Bill Gates, Elon, all those guys. Right, those are guys that are like building bunkers and shit in case AI wipes us all out and fucking nukes the planet. So I think that's pretty fucking hilarious. All these rich ones, they want to build bunkers and shit because they're like, I need to preserve my legacy. There's something weird about that. I need to preserve my legacy because I'm rich and I'm smart and I have tons of money, but all the average Joe Schmo American, it's weird. It blows my mind that no American person in this country that works for this country, fights for this country, serves for this country, has no security whatsoever, but we have bunkers for fucking people like the president or, you know, rich elites and stuff like that. So, it's just, it blows my mind. People who build this country get treated like shit, and, you know, I don't know, it's weird. And it doesn't really matter which political party is president, honestly, because they're all the same. It's just a fucking war for the two of them. Like, both.
Is that the thing from Toy Story?
Yeah, probably. But both sides, it's literally just a fucking war for both of them. It's just, you know, fuel for a fire that it's like, what are you doing? Like, what are we doing here? Like, there could be so much things done well if everybody just worked together, but no. We have to have turmoil and things like that. And I don't understand it. Like the fact of world peace, it never seemed like it should be this thing that is so hard to accomplish. World hunger should not be this thing that should be so hard to accomplish. Homeless crisis, this, that, all these problems we have, pretty fixable. Like, you could fix them, you know, pretty easily if everybody was on the same fucking page. But the problem is that both sides have an agenda and nothing's gonna get done. So it's just, let's use the people as, let's put them against each other to see if we can, you know, never get shit done. So force a narrative that's not really even fucking there. And Metal Gear Solid always leaned into that. Like, that's what that whole thing was. Let's censor information. Let's censor the information we want to censor, like Epstein files, this, that, what's going on with Andrew Tate. That's censored too. Come on, let's get to the bottom of that. I really want to know about that. I want to know about all this shit. Let's censor shit that, you know, like the giants and the aliens and all this bullshit that they keep covering up and shit. Well, that doesn't exist. That never happened. There's nothing like that. Why? You don't want to admit that people are sacrificing other people in Hollywood? You don't want to admit that there's a fucking devil cult running around? You don't want to... Fucking Manson was a primary example of that when he was running around. It's fucking living, breathing evidence. So you don't want to acknowledge that there is, like, we live in a Conan-esque world of fucking sorcery and fucking cults and, you know, just like demonism shit. Like, we're living in, like, some weird shit. Like, there's people that think we're living in a simulation and we're living in, like, a fucking ASI and, like, you know, just like some kind of a AI or whatever, something. We're living in, like, the internet, like a Matrix or whatever. Like Andrew Tate, he literally believes we're living in a fucking computer. You believe that? I really do believe that the devil exists. I really do believe that Satan is a fucking thing. He may not have a physical form, but he can take on any form that he wants. And all the shit that I see that goes on in the internet culture, the social media, all this shit, the different spheres, the pills, the fucking, the women, the men, just all of it. When I look at it, I'm like, this is all Satan taking on different forms. Like, porn is basically Satan controlling you with lust, right? He's basically like, see this chick with a fat ass? See how hot this chick is? Too bad you can't have that. You know what I mean? And then these guys selling these courses, that's just fucking greed. It's another one of the 7 deadly sins. All these guys are controlled by greed, money, power, fucking women, the whole 9 yards. Oh, you need bitches! Let me tell you something. You know what I need? What I really, really, really need is not some bitch with a fat ass. Is not some bitch with, like, Tiggo bitties. Is not some chick that, you know, looks like a fucking Instagram model. What I need is a chick that doesn't post, isn't an open book, doesn't sleep around, has standards, has morals, believes in some kind of a God or whatever. You know what I mean? Someone who actually looks at themselves and goes, there's a, what do you call it? Looking for a word here. I don't know, but like, they treat themselves with respect. You know what I'm saying? They're not fucking, but whatever, I don't know. I'm just rambling here, but what I'm basically saying is that a lot of what the culture is now is it's just this fucking over-sexualized, it's just stupid shit. Very dumb shit. To the point where we're taking fucking hammers and we're smashing our face with the fucking hammers. Like, that's insanity, bro. That's just fucking, the devil got a hold of you. Like, you just basically, you're a demon. Not even a human, right? Fucking smashing your face with a hammer and shit. You're a demon, bro. You're a demon. I don't know. But I don't know. All of it, I look at all of it and I'm like, I'm just like a fucking, I'm a regular man, a mortal man, living in a world surrounded by monsters, beasts, demons, fucking Satan worshippers, fucking devil worshippers. And it's sad, bro. It's really sad. Like, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I thought it was originally like a trend thing. Like, I thought it was like, oh, well, each era in time has, you know, different trends and this and that. They have different things, and like the 80s was different from the 90s, and the 90s was different from this and that, and the next. But when I look at what, like, the way things have become compared to those time periods, I'm like, something's really off. Something's really wrong with young men. Something's really wrong with fucking just women now, too. There's something wrong there, too. Where, like, what Mom was saying at the dinner table the other day, that was coming out of a woman's mouth. Mm-hmm. Like, that, like, what she said was, like, just, she just fucking basically just laid out the whole fucking blueprint of, like, this is what women are like, and that was coming straight from a fucking woman. So, I'm just like, I don't know anymore. Like, I just don't know what's going on. I don't know what the hell the deal is. I don't know what society has become. You know, and it doesn't really have anything to do with politics or anything like that. It's just so much shit in this world where, like, if you pay attention to it, it's just really bad. And it's like, man, I'm glad I'm not on social media. Man, I'm glad I'm not on the internet constantly. Man, it's funny how the only thing that I do now is we record videos. I watch TV, watch movies, play the occasional video game here and there, but it's not like when I was young. I was just sinking fucking days, hours, 12-hour days. Nah, I'll play the Switch for like a little bit and then I'll fucking like take a nap or some shit. But like nowadays my gaming's kind of like old man dad shit where it's like I'll play for a bit and then I'll pass the fuck out. But I don't have kids, so but it's basically like work, record, side hustles. But the funniest shit is that going to work is like, I enjoy it. Like, I actually like the job. I actually like going to work. I actually like making the money. It's the only thing I do now that I enjoy, because I don't go out. I don't go clubbing. I don't get fucking drunk. You know, I've never been somebody who drinks. You know, it was funny. I was watching this thing and I saw a comment somebody posted. They're like, why would I want to get fucking drunk when I'll just wake up the next day with less money and a headache? It's like, yeah, pretty much. Like, why would I want to drink? Like, I'm just gonna fucking wake up somewhere next to somebody that, you know, probably shouldn't be the mother of my children. You know, probably catch a fucking venereal disease from or something. But like, why would I want to drink, get fucking shit-faced, and then end up God knows where on the side of a fucking road with a headache, not knowing where the hell I'm at, and I just pissed like $200-300 away. You know what I mean? It's just fucking, like, I don't know. It's just some shit. And it's like, same thing with like fucking drugs. I'm not a fucking experimental drug type. I don't give a shit. All the shit that gets you high, there's only so high you can get. You know what I mean? It's like, people are like, I need to get high. I need to get real high. Like, I need to, if it's not weed, shrooms, this, that, then they start doing heroin and all that. It's like, go ahead, keep doing that shit to the point where you're dead. It doesn't, like, how high do you want to get to the point where you don't come back? Like, you get out of, you want to get so high that you got to get out of your body and like your soul just doesn't come back. Like, you're just a dead fucking corpse because you OD'd. Like, how is that fun? How is that? I don't understand that. How's that fun? How's that fun for people?
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Where you get so shit-faced to where you're just fucking vomiting all over yourself, shitting yourself, pissing yourself, fucking getting in behind of a vehicle, and then you smack into somebody and you fucking fly through the front windshield and just fucking hit the pavement, splat like a fucking Rampage NPC. Or it's just fucking guts everywhere and just like a fucking Mortal Kombat fatality. And then the cops are fucking cleaning it up. You're on the news. Somebody's got to go knock on your mommy and daddy's door. Yeah, real fun. Yeah, that's real fun. Oh, by the way, your kid's fucking, you know, pretty much roadkill on the side of the road because he was driving shit-faced. Driving drunk. Yeah, that's fun. That's fun. That's fun for me. I know, it's like the older I get, it's like I don't have time for petty bullshit kiddie shit. You know what I mean? Like shit that was hilarious or funny to me when I was young. I just don't give a shit anymore. I'm clocking in at 30 soon. You know what I mean? I'm ready to start having some kids, build my legacy, build my kingdom, build my fucking family, have my queen, have my castle, be my king. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready to just... That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Protect my kingdom. That's all I need to do. So that's all where I'm at. I don't give a fuck about getting shit-faced or fucking doing something stupid. I don't fucking care anymore. Like, it's like there's only so much stupid shit you can do. There's only so far you can go to numb yourself out. The numbing stops. I got to that point. I numbed myself out to the point where numbing out didn't do shit for me anymore. So, it really didn't. Like, it got to a point where I was just like, why am I here? What am I doing? What are we doing here? You know what I mean? This doesn't really solve my problem. So, I don't know. You can't tell people what to do. People are always going to do what they want to do. So, I don't care. You know. Less competition, you know what I'm saying? That's all I know. So, but yeah, the whole fucking manosphere shit, all that bullshit, the modern culture shit, it's just, I don't have time for it anymore. So when I saw that Andrew Tate may be going to prison for life, I'm like, oh, that sucks. Not my problem, you know what I mean? Darn, you know, I don't have that much money, so it doesn't affect me, so, you know, it's hard for me to care, hard for me to relate with somebody like that, hard for me to feel sorry for somebody like that. So it's just and I'm sure if I had that kind of money and I had that kind of power and I had that kind of, you know, I'm sure people would feel the same way about me. So yeah, it is what it is. But like I said, I never cared for the trying to teach men how to be men. Like selling courses and creating online universities. You're not a college professor. We're not teaching economics here. We're not teaching fucking, you know, this isn't nuclear physicism. Like you become a man based on experience by going through shit. That's how you become a man. When you have everything handed to you, it's a lot harder for you to become a man. When you don't go through certain things, you don't have certain experiences, you don't learn, you don't grow, you don't evolve. You know, you just stay the same. Like, you just stay neutral. Just like when men evolved from primate to Chrome, whatever the fuck, Chrome Magnum, whatever you want to call it, Homo sapien, whatever, I don't, you know. When we went from walking on all fours to upright, there had to be some kind of experience, right? Like that little chimp or whatever the fuck. We weren't really chimps. We were like just kind of just like hairy ass people. But like when we went from that to fucking, you know, like what we are now, there had to be some type of experience that primate or whatever that ancestor had to go through to evolve, right? Just like all my ancestors in my bloodline, they probably had to evolve somehow. You know? That's that. Dude, my grandfather talks about like when like they used to have like, they didn't have stoves, bro. They had, you know what they had? They had brick ovens back in the day. Like they lived in apartments with like furnaces and shit. There was no stoves. There was no TV. There was no fucking video games. You know what I'm saying? He talks about back when they used to have milk trucks and fucking, you know, the Bugsy Siegel cars and shit with like the weird ass horns, or they're like, you know what I'm saying? He talks about that shit. They didn't have no fucking, you know what I'm saying? There's no automobiles. The fuck you talking about? 20 years prior to that, there was just horses and shit. They didn't have no vehicles. It was just horse and carriage. So, was he born in 1937?
Yeah.
So his dad was born in like the 1800s, bro. His dad never fucking probably saw a vehicle in his early life, and then once he got older and they started building vehicles, he's like, probably like, what the fuck is that, man? You know what I'm saying? What the hell is that? Why does that thing have wheels on it and shit? You can get in that and take it somewhere? Shit.
Technology.
You mean I don't gotta feed it or say giddy up or... You know what I'm saying? There's just, like, people don't understand. Like, you have to go through some shit. Like, men have always had to evolve. Men have always had to, you know, they've always had to grow, experience things, go through shit. You know, there was no fucking YouTube back in, like, ancient Rome, bro. Caesar wasn't a YouTuber. Marcus Aurelius wasn't a YouTuber. You know what I'm saying? There wasn't all these philosophers and shit that were on TikTok and fucking Instagram and all that shit. You know, it's hilarious. Like, people get confused that these guys that are trying to sell you something that's not there, they think that they're philosophers. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're scam artists. They're scam artists because nothing you get out of them is going to be free. You think you're going to get anything out of them for free? Oh, pay for my Hustlers University. You're going to become a hustler and you're going to make shitloads of money. Have you made shitloads of money? Are you actually a hustler? You know what I'm saying? Has he made you any money? Like, are you fucking filthy stinking rich because of Andrew Tate? No. You made him more money, though. He got you. He suckered your ass. So that's what I'm saying, is like, you got a lot of this shit. People will believe anything now because of the phones and shit like that. They look at, like, the internet. That's the problem with the internet. And pretty soon it's going to get worse with AI. Because you're not going to be able to differentiate what's real and what isn't. You're just going to be like, well, I'll believe that. It's like, okay. You do that. It's not what's really going on right now, but yeah, sure. You believe that. So, I don't know. Just never cared for it. Never liked having some guy on YouTube tell me how to trim my fucking pubes, shave my how I should shave my beard, what cologne I should wear, how I should dress, what kind of clothes I should wear. Go fuck yourself. You know what I mean? Go fuck yourself. My shirt's not tight enough. It doesn't hug my bicep enough. You know, that sounds like some gay shit right there. Like, when a man's worried about what another man looks like, how another man dresses, like, if you're worried that another dude's shirt isn't tight enough, we have a problem. You know what we call that? Gay! That's what that is. That's what that... Oh my god. That's what that is. I was gonna say another word, but I was like, I'll probably get fucking shit on for that. I was gonna say the F word, but rhymes with bag, but I was just gonna say, nah, I should just shut my fucking mouth, you know, leave it at that. But you know, just like, I don't know, it's just stupid, man. Like what are we doing? What are we living in right now? You know, where another grown ass man's gotta teach me how to be a man. I got a dad. I don't need you. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of guys out there, they weren't as fortunate. They didn't grow up with a father, or they got stepdad or whatever the fuck. You know, fine, okay. But some guy on YouTube is not going to teach you how to become what you really want to become. You're just going to have to do that on your own. So I'm not going to teach you how to be a man. That's not my job. I'm not somebody's dad. You know what I'm saying? I'm not somebody's fucking... I'm not your male provider, all right? Someday I'll have my own kids. I'll teach them how to become fucking barbarians. That's for me to teach them. I'm not going to teach random fucking dudes and cope. You know, I'm not going to help them cope and fuck it, you know, like, it's not my responsibility. You know what I mean? It's not my job to help other men become men. You know what I'm saying? So. Anyways, you can have this mic back. I'm done ranting. That was fucking annoying.
Annoying.
But point of the story is we're living in a world where, like, I really do believe in God. I really do believe in Jesus Christ. I really do believe in the Savior. I do believe in, you know, the Messiah. And I'm starting to see that, like, I don't really see hell and Satan as this physical thing. I don't see the, and I when I read the biblical texts, and when you go back to the scripture and shit like that, it could have very well have been what they were writing back then could have been a more... They were trying to explain something that couldn't really have been explained at the time, like the wording they would use and shit of, like, you know, angels are not really what they seem to be, and they come from the sky and this and that and blah blah blah, and like demons will disguise themselves as angels. And it's like, when I look at like a 10, a chick that's a dime piece and she's a fucking knockout, right? Like, I look at that and I'm like, that could be what they meant. You know what I'm saying? That may look like an angel, but that could secretly be a fucking demon.
We gotta end the video. We got like 2 minutes left, so.
Alright, I'll wrap this up. But basically, what they were talking about back then, it's hard to understand, like the words and the shit like that, and like the wording and stuff like that. But when I look at it now, I'm like, it's not so much physical. Like, Satan's not a guy with horns and shit like that, like they show him in movies. He's more of like a force of nature, kind of like God, where like God fucking came down and put himself in physical form within Jesus. Like, he became Jesus. Jesus is God. God is Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Jesus is the physical form of God, right? He proved that when he resurrected and came back and walked out of the tomb, or crypt, whatever you want to call it. Or somebody stole his body. It could be that too. But when I think about Satan, Satan's probably the same as God. Yeah, I know, I'll wrap this up, but like, he's probably the same. They're both like not physical, but they can embody physical forms. So all this shit that's going on, all these different people running around acting like fucking demons, it's not like Doom, right? You're not gonna be on fucking Mars and there's a fucking cyber demon, caca demon, whatever. You're just gonna fucking live in a world surrounded by demons and you don't even fucking know it. Anyways, that's that. Peace out. Stay healthy, stay happy, stay sane. Have a good one. Fucking love you guys. Peace. All right.